did you get in here? You're not a Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all. What does it even matter now? What do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will. It has indeed. While I doubt you've come to speculate on the lab's present condition, and I must question how you've gained possession of a restricted access card to this facility in the first place, I haven't seen a normal face in days, so I'll get to the more pressing matter at hand. You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry. Hence why I've barricaded myself in the lab. Yes. I suppose I should make myself useful. Let me think. Ah, I know. I can remotely unlock the supply closets in the lower levels of the lab. Perhaps you'll find some useful apparatus or two in them.
No siema.
Excellent. You have my gratitude, and soon you'll have my knowledge of Miss Bellamy's recent visit as well. Now, if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in the utility room.
Your call, Captain. I don't know if the lab techs can even be helped at this point.
The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now. Do take care.
Sorrow?
Heading back! Didn't even get our hands dirty.
A czy ja nie mogłem się przekraść czasem i ich uśpić? Miał być gaz usypiający. Ps.
Ah, you're still alive. Oh, we're a research and development. So you've no qualms about snooping through my precious research. Essentially, we research new innovation. The product's potential for profit is nearly limitless.
If it's causing sudden aggressive behavior in lab technicians, there must be...
I've underestimated you. Yes, it seems to be an... As if I could go any... I'll keep it down.
No, oczywiście zareglowane. Jak tam wejść? To ciekawe. Jak tam wejść, nie zabijając wszystkich? ma szans, żebym przeszedł obok nich. O nie. Myślałem, że przejdę górą i naokoło. No dlaczego oni tu przyszli?
Rizzo's could have helped a lot of people with all the bits they poured into this place. That's a lot more Rizzos than I ever want to see in my life.
Coraz bliżej. I teraz można sobie przeszukać spokojnie. Co tu jest?
How'd you do that so fast?
To jakiś sabotaż.
Just who in the... Oh my law. It's you. Wait. What do you think you are?
Aha.
We better hurry, Captain.
Nie ma takiej potrzeby.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here, mere
Looks like a standard ventilation shaft to me. Wouldn't have been comfortable or, you know... See that red wire? Somebody didn't want us talking to Dr. Blossom.
I po wszystkim.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most
These...
What an awful place. I remember those gunshots. Energy weapons don't sound that way.
Ktoś pobrał jakieś informacje.
monster kills all these people over a data cartridge.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
It's not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is... This is Dr. Blossom. Eridanium gigaseous Slug Research Report 1. Subject: a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board. But at the end of the day, they still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Rotation reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
Więcej perówki, perówki, gdzie są perówki? Za mało perówki. Muszę tu wrócić z perówką. Ale czy ja będę pamiętał?
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollinizations. Cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time. Releasing the wasp. Ketos for pollinization. Cycle is now in progress.
Do you hear buzzing?
Zeżrą mnie. Już nie walczę. A ja chyba dalej nie byłem w tym laboratorium. W labiryncie.
They got a hedge maze?
Welcome to the Rizzo's, grown on top of Industrial Sludge Pit 27C. These are, as you wander through our winding maze, limit one berry per cup. Some visitors have speculated. Should you experience, simply shelter in place and rest.
I've already told you 6 times, and I'll tell you 6 more. I don't want to fuck. You can badger me all you want. I don't care if I'm from Forest Mills. You're welcome to bring a lawyer if you really want to try to force me out. But I can guarantee you that... Don't play dumb with me. How many of you fool... Wait a moment. You have all your teeth. You're not soaked in filth. Between the lockdown and the fiasco at the Grand Colonial, there are... Regardless, please inform me if you... I'm sure you have... When the going gets tough, the lawyers start going. Some farther than others. Hopefully, there will be enough legal kindling out here to fuel my firm. I do indeed. Specifically, I'm their general counsel. Were something... I did. You see, Rizzo's has been advertising a My interest, however, lies with... Indeed, you are a savvy one. Rizzo's can... With the Spectrum Original bottle, which is... Navigating the maze is normally no easy task.
Come on, Captain, it'll be
I'm glad you're feeling confident, but and if that weren't enough, Zimmerman and Navarre... Technically, I sue not on behalf of Forest Mills, but for my own benefit. In arbitration, However, as it so happens, if it's a mutual win, I make millions. Two buffoons, but persistent buffoons. There's that woman from Then there's Navarre, who... I don't know if you know this, but Rizzo's is on the outs. They're losing power and losing money. This was that, or their marketing team is particularly spiteful. You know the same. Excellent. Oh, and keep an eye out for competitors.
My word, since you don't seem... I'm trying to come up with a new... Hey, just because I'm in a... Wow, so, the company I'm with is Glacial Age. Wow, that sounds great! I'm sure my Hell no! When you hear the word may... Hey, when a body hasn't I tested into this job, no matter what the scores say. What? You know about those? Close. I want what's... My eyes on...
So you're just gonna steal some...
Ooh, this is Dan. All I need for my prototype is... Dishonest? I've only ever heard that word used in that arbitration serial Lawful Labelle. Rizzo steals, Spacer's Choice steals, Auntie Cleo steals.
Praworządna Paulina
And
XD.
so, if Rizzo's decides to release one of their original products... Looks like the others are getting a little more It's these damn puzzle hedges. I don't know what I look like. No doubt the work of my rival. Reckon not. One's a lawyer. Also, You forgot? I'm...
Try that again. Going. On my way.
Smile, damn you! I just want to be your friend!
Investigating.
I got another spike in me.
Oraz zgubiłem się.
Unexpected noise identified.
Greetings. Have you brought your... Respectfully, I think that, judging by this exchange, I presume you are not the person I was waiting here to meet. Never used a cipher phrase before? Not sure if that makes you more or less trustworthy. Listen, I don't know you, so I'd rather keep my admissions to a minimum without the presence of legal counsel. I was waiting for someone to give me information about these hedges. That's as much as you need to know.
Why do people who are hiding something always have so much to say about it?
I take offense to that, I think. Shh, not so loud. Ah, damn it. I guess you already know. I am indeed looking for the prize. You've caught me. No. I also briefly engaged with an optimistic young woman intending to use... What interest have I in an unveiling? I don't... And not to drink. In fact, This contest for the original is the only time I've... Hardly. If the Corp really cared so much, they wouldn't throw their old... All I am is a collector. Did you now? And how do you know? Give me the original and your... Think fast. Keep your voice down. I did. Someone I picked. For security reasons, I never learned much about my contact. Presumably, whoever I was in contact... Nobody of consequence. Think of me as an archivist. Take the recalled Spacer's Choice... Corps don't want the common... I'm afraid I haven't made much... Think fast.
O nie, jestem na samym początku. Tam nie byłem.
There better be a rum and something waiting for us in here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I to wszystko. Oszustwo.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Ale że gdzie?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis. Ground appears to be scattered with purpleberry seedlings. This particular strain is of a variety proprietary to Rizzo's and should not be in common use.
I'll keep it down.
Gdzieś tu był koniec tego wariactwa.
Hello there. Keep your voice. Better than a burning barrel filled.
I'm sure you... You do? How's that? Well...
Tu była jeszcze trzecia osoba. Cholera.
I was hoping that. Hi there. Ain't great.
Welcome to the Nut House. Now... Wow, what a strange... Jacob's predecessor... Oh, if you're looking for your own Spectrum, remember that you can always buy from the Nut House. Now...
Dobrze by było ogarniać, co oni mówią. Tam jest prówka. Przedała jakiemuś gościowi. Akurat tutaj nie ukradłem wszystkiego.
I didn't know Rizzo's made a Gatling gun. Seems a mite unnecessary.
Pyrogatling. Made in USA.
Hello again? Bleeding. Oh, there that damn thing is. Thank you. I guess this proves it's wise to label your things. Otherwise... Hey now, I don't steal. I repossess that which never should have been offered to the public in the first place.
Stealing. You're describing stealing.
Do you people make it a business of coming into Rizzo's workplaces and I will admit, I did take... It's safer in my hands. If you're here to get it... Damnation, hadn't thought of that. Isn't my having it better than any random guest making off with it? I guess not, if it'll cause the company more trouble. Here's the original. Don't do anything with it that I wouldn't do. Hello again? Bleeding hell.
To są jedyne rozwiązania? Czy mogę ją dodać tutaj?
One way or another, slugs out of the orchards. Guess that's something to be excited about. One way or another,
So, at the end of the day, but at the moment,
Hi there, somebody I don't know. Have you stopped to smell the purple berry flowers of late? Keep your voice down. Never know. Let me have a look. It's a little scratched on the neck. And this'll look real good in my archives. Here's your pay. I'll be in touch if there's ever another time when I need to... And if anyone ever asks...
It seems the prize I was after has mysteriously vanished. Of course, I am perfectly composed and not fucking furious. Money!
Seems all my bumbling around this maze was for naught. Someone else got what I was after. I'm more worried about finding a way.
The brochure never mentioned anything about mosquito attacks. What other dangers are they hiding from us?
You've returned. Now, what? What? Oh, Claus, you didn't. Well, since there's no way to put the. Well, it's only a second draft. I obviously wouldn't submit it to be turned. I suppose you could call it that, but that. Besides, knowing Helen's athletic acumen, anyone who tried, probably, that is, it'd.
Hello there. What authorized? If you.
What can I do? We sort of borrowed her from the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Don't worry, we'll return her safe and...
You're here. Ask me anything. Oh, have you not? I did indeed, with Halsey and Helen parading her. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke. So, I decide the way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befit. I'm quite used.
What floor? Next stop.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The waspitos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us The orchards can be a dangerous place, but my workers understand the hazards. Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything? You have my attention. That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector. As if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility. I wish you'd give me a little more information, Inspector. Leora was a friend. But I promised to leave this investigation in your hands, and so I shall. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention. Insisted? That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime in the indeterminate future. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions. A picnic? I don't recall approving a private social gathering at the orchards. I'll have to make a note of this information. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Was there anything else? That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission. A clever deduction, Inspector. That gives us a little information to work with. Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else? This incident at the Orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't know how, but I feel it in my marrow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your hands. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now.
What floor would... To the lobby we go!
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report. Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure. The thought occurred to me. I tested this hypothesis by vacating the contents of my stomach and testing for the presence of the same toxin. Slightly elevated levels of mercury and an alarming amount of blue food coloring. But other than that, no. I'm certain it wasn't, as you put it, just the hotel food. curious. I do believe you're right. I wonder if this has something to do with the autopsy process. She was Halcyon Helen up until the moment I brought her to the operating table. But as soon as I cut her open, I stopped thinking of her as Halcyon Helen. It's almost as if she stopped being an icon and became a human being. You're a freelancer of some repute. Surely you're no stranger to seeing the interior organs of a human being. Although, I suspect you do most of your work with a gun and not a scalpel. I do keep logs of every patient I treat. Despite appearances, I'm not merely a coroner. I don't see the conflict of interest. As the hotel's doctor, I attend... If I do my job as a doctor, I rarely have to call upon my skills as a coroner. And if a patient dies under my treatment, my... Will there be anything else?
Dopiero u niego byłem.
What floor would... If you see black...
Please, can't you ask me anything? Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. Well, I've certainly... I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but... Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aether... None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve. How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to Very well. Oh, must I relive that? But I suppose... Very well.
What floor... To the lobby we go!
Yes? Are you here for the double... Oh, don't give me that look. You're the inspector? Here? Of course I did. I would never... Oh. Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother Okay. I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been... Miss Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients. Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here. Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather... particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait. Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it? What? Truly? That's an alarming business oversight. Instead of volatile chemicals, the corporations should put barbiturates in everything. Everyone likes barbiturates. But I don't believe that was a risk with Helen's meal. I was, up to something else. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal. I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. Thank you for your understanding.
Are you enjoying the amenities?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, I've detected a structural anomaly within a 0.8-meter radius of this locked door. This floor panel is 0.3 millimeters shorter than regulation length, suggesting unauthorized modification.
cały czas tu był. Ja cię kręcę.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis confirms this is Evan O'Connell. Analysis also confirms he is dead. For additional study of this body's skeletal structure, the cause of death was head trauma. Further analysis indicates Evan's fatal injuries were sustained from blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, and his head collided with the ground. Respiratory analysis concludes Evan was not intoxicated at time of death. There are no Eridanium gigaseus present at this time. However, Eridanium gigaseus do appear to be responsible for the early decomposition of this body's surface tissue. There are traces of blood on Evan's hands, Inspector. Analysis concludes this blood is human, type A. Medical records indicate Evan O'Connell's blood is type O. Medical records indicate Amelia Stillwell's blood is indeed type A. Great work, Inspector. If you wish to question Amelia Stillwell, Slug's scheduling records indicate that she is presently on duty at the Pilot House checkpoint.
I can't hear you laughing! I just want to be your friend! Ready for more?
To się rozprzestrzenia.
Non-slug personnel aren't permitted on the pilot house. Can I help you with something? Sure. He in trouble or something? Is this a joke? You're telling me Evan's dead and that's your concern? What is wrong with you? I know he got drunk on the job, and I took him back to the hotel to sleep it off. Left him on one of the beds in A2. He seemed fine. You won't believe me if I tell you. You what? Well, shit. Maybe you will believe me. I walked Evan to A2, like I said, and then, out of nowhere, he just came at me. One minute he's laughing and yelling about sharing his joy, and the next, he's choking the life out of me. Grinned the whole time he was trying to kill me, too. Dumb luck, I guess. I got a good hit in, threw him off, and ran like hell. If I'd known the fall killed him, I don't know. I should have told someone. What do you want to know? Law, this is making less and less sense. I didn't actually see him drink, if that's what you're asking. Just seemed like the logical explanation, considering how weird he was acting. Wow, you're pretty good at this inspector thing. I can't help you there. Have you been to Purpleberry Orchards, Inspector? Anytime. Because Evan would never attack anyone. I barely believe... Guess it shook me up pretty good. Evan's always been a... I don't know. The whole thing shook me up something fierce, but I'm still here. I'm upset. Angry at Evan. Sad. I'm not much for math, so I couldn't tell you how... So, what happens now, Inspector? Fair enough. I just wish I could understand why he did what he did. Evan is... He was my friend. Or I thought he was. I don't know. I hope you're able to make more sense of this than I can, Inspector. Hey, Inspector. Oh.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay. No, I'm sorry. We don't serve any drinks with those tiny umbrellas.
Inspector, you find my missing man? Shit, that's fucking inconvenient. What happened? No shit. I gotta tell you, Evan's never been written up for so much as an impolite look. He attacked her? You sure? Damn. Okay. That's unusual, but I don't see how that factors in. Good for you. That's a nice go-getter attitude you got there. I hope you do figure it out, but my involvement ends here. I gotta figure out who the fuck's replacing Evan. We're short-staffed as it is. A new day, a new pain in my ass. Inspector?
Czy narobiłem jej kłopotów?
Hey, Inspector. Hey, Inspector. Hey, Inspector.
Znowu do doków. Żeby wiedział, że tu jest kolejny punkt tego zadania. A nie. To nie tędy. Gdzie ja jestem?
Rizzo Spectre.
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and... Welcome to the Piraeus Spaceport.
Trouble ahead.
O, ktoś mnie będzie atakował. Ciekawe.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground don't like that much.
He's trying so hard. It's actually kind of sad.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. What? Why ain't you doing nothing? You scared of us? Huh? Huh? I'm sorry. We're sorry. Please don't hurt us. We're not bad people. We're just confused. Someone paid us to say we were Slug and intimidate you. I don't know who, I swear it. They only ever sent notes. That's everything I know. Honest. We were only gonna rough you up a little. You gotta believe me. And we're real sorry. You don't need to tell us twice. Come on, all. Let's get the hell out of here.
Keene?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly the constable of the Eridanos atmospheric complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is survived by no known relatives. Excellent observation, Inspector. Multiple wounds located in the frontal bone and between the clavicles suggest she was facing away from her attacker. Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with unconventional ammunition. These casings are too minuscule for conventional small-caliber firearms. Each casing resembles a lancing needle used for medical and surgical purposes. Yes, Inspector. These wounds and ammunition are consistent with the description of Halcyon Helen's signature weapon, the Needler. This unit's records show that the Needler was likely taken from Helen's belongings in the penthouse. High concentration of potassium chloride detected. Trace amounts of neurotoxin detected. These wounds match the profile previously detected in the RR and DD labs. Cardiac arrest, rather than physical trauma, is the most likely cause of death. Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer encouragement during moments of emotional strain. Banter protocol activated. We'll find the sprat bastards responsible, Inspector.
Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit. Please explicate your defense into this unit's recording equipment.
My permit wasn't expired, Scrappy. You probably just scanned it wrong.
Error. Unit's permit reading equipment was updated only last week. Please tell a different lie.
Tell a different... You're mechanical. You ain't got the foggiest idea whether I'm telling the truth or not.
Correct. Criminal. However, Constable Keene has decreed that this unit will remain here, questioning you every minute until you submit a confession. Error. Information on recent exchange lost. Restarting conversation. Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit.
You know what? My permit was fake after all. Let me out of here.
Greetings, non-criminally associated individual. The Rizzo's constabulary bureaucratic processes are currently suspended. At present, please speak clearly into the... Understood. This information processed. Personal designation upgraded to... Error. This unit is incapable. This unit has been programmed to adhere to board. This unit has been programmed to purple berry wine. Welcome, please speak. Checking logs. Error. Limitation 1. Do not tell limitation 2. Do not read informational limitations. Error. Unit Unit does not have. While potential lethality of unit all results. How may they...
If I made a bet with you at the Copper Bottom last night, let's call it off now. I can't stand the taste of life sprats.
If you ain't a constable, then we ain't got nothing to discuss. I'm a criminal, get it? They don't let me talk to law-abiding sorts.
To Ludowiko za tym stoi.
Welcome back. Hopefully, please speak. Error. How may they...
Okay, reminds me of Moreau's. Just a bit.
Hello. I'm Market.